Hey everybody, I'm gonna make this brief. Don't mind the unpainted wall in the back. Uh, it's Tuesday. It's Will. Um, I was absent last week. YouTube was not showing me any love. I still could not get it up, so I'm just gonna throw it in right here at the beginning. Last week's topic was about masculinity, and I did want to touch one thing. I feel like I am constantly reinventing masculinity and thinking about things in a different way. For one thing, I think as trans men, we tend to think we need to fit some sort of masculinity box. Like, there is a box, and these are the things, and if you do them, then you can check the box, and if you don't, then you cannot check the box, and you must check the box. And I just think that that's wrong, and so I find myself constantly thinking, like, do cis men think this? Like, if a cis man wants to do whatever it is, does he think, oh no, I can't because this isn't masculine? To some extent, yes. Like, I read an article the other day that men are less likely to use reusable bags because they think it's less masculine. I don't know. Guys are weird. Masculinity is weird. Toxic masculinity is toxic, and masculinity is so fragile. It's so fragile. Male ego's so fragile. So I just try to not limit myself to what is or is not masculine, what isn't and isn't okay for a man to do. Part of it comes from, I think my dad, I never really, I don't know, he wasn't like toxically masculine, I guess is what I'm thinking. Like, he just did it, whatever he wanted, because he enjoyed it, and I don't know that it ever crossed his mind. Of course, he's passed away, so I can't ask him, but I just remember, like, now that I am a man living, thinking about things like this, I look back at things my dad did, and I don't know. I don't even know that he consciously made any kind of effort, so I try to not make any kind of conscious effort, and if I want to do it, then I just do it. So that's a brief touching on last week's topic. And then this week's topic is about social media. And the one point that I kind of wanted to drive home with this is that without social media, I would not be who I am. I would not know anybody in the trans community. I wouldn't have these wonderful people that I now know and love and call my brothers. And I wouldn't have the community. I wouldn't even know who I was, really. And so I think social media is a really powerful tool when it's used correctly. And I think that's the balance, because you can run into bullying. And I know at one point, more than one point in time, I took down all of my videos off of YouTube. I was scared. I took stuff down off of all of my social media accounts because I was scared. I was scared about real life consequences of online presence. And I think, again, it's a balance of being safe and still being open, and being honest without being putting yourself at risk. And I think it's something that we all deal with. But this is how you talk to people. And in the modern age, in the digital age, the age of YouTube, this is where the audience is, and you never know who your video is going to touch. And so I try to keep that in the back of my mind when I'm posting videos and when I'm making videos, and when we do this outreach, and we think about what topics we want to cover. And when we do all these things, I try to keep in the back of my mind that this is how you reach people. I don't know who's on the other side of the screen, and that can be, it can be scary, and it can be good, and it can be everything and anything and nothing. It changes every day, and it's just the way that it is. I think that outreach and what we do here, though, is so important that I honestly, now that I'm back to doing it, I wouldn't give it up for anything. So I'm glad to be back, and I'm glad to be a part of this digital movement. I don't know who's on the other side of the screen. I just do the best that I can, and we hope for the best. So this video is shorter than usual. I just wanted to kind of throw both of those topics in. So I will see you guys next week. I'm not going to link this stuff this week, but if you want to follow me, it's e.will.b, and you can follow us on Instagram. It's the same as our YouTube, Brotherhood, with the 7 as the T. I will see you guys later. Bye.